Hi, I'm Matt Binney and I'm the sous chef at Locale at Bortoli Wines in the Yarra Valley. I'm here in the Chef Masterclass's kitchen today and we're cooking my Moscato and olive oil cake with lemon curd and toasted meringue. Take your mixing bowl and crack in your eggs, your sugar and your baking powder. Mix on a medium speed until nice and pale. Add in your white wine and your olive oil. And today we're using the Moscato del Rey. Alternately add in the flour and oil on a low speed. Add in just a pinch of salt. So once you've mixed your batter until it's smooth, you're going to add it into your cake tin. I've buttered my cake tin and lined it with greaseproof paper, but you can also use cooking spray. And once all the mixture's in the tin, allow the cake to rest for 30 minutes, and then it's into the oven at 150 degrees for about 40 minutes or until it springs back lightly when touched. So while the cake's cooking, we're going to get onto our lemon curd. So we're going to add our cream along with our vanilla. It's quite okay to use vanilla paste. And our lemon. So we're going to use the zest and the juice of a lemon. So we are going to try and make sure we don't get any seeds from the lemon into the cream, although we are going to strain it later. So we're just going to pop the pot onto the stove and heat the cream gently. So while the cream heats, we're going to add our egg yolks, our sugar, and our custard powder into a bowl, and we're going to just whisk it until it's dissolved. Once the cream's hot, we're just going to add that into our egg mix, mix it until it's combined, and then just strain that back into the pot and onto the stove on low heat to whisk until it comes to the boil. So once the curd has come to the boil, you're just going to pour that into a tray. To stop the curd from forming a skin, we're just going to press some cling film down onto the surface and then place that in the fridge to cool. So to finish the preparation for this dish off, we're going to make an Italian meringue. It's a little bit different from a meringue that you might usually make, and to do this we're going to add our water, our glucose, and our sugar into a small pot, and then place that on the stove to heat to 118 degrees. So while that's on the heat, we're going to add our egg whites into our mixer, and we're going to whip those to a soft peak. So while you're heating your sugar syrup, be careful not to stir it, otherwise you might crystallise the sugar and the meringue won't work. So the sugar syrup's reached 118 degrees. Pour that into the egg whites with the mixer on high and allow it to whip until the egg mix cools. My meringue is a beautiful, smooth consistency. We're just going to take that and place it into a piping bag and pipe that straight onto our plate. So to toast the meringue, you can either burn it with a blowtorch or, as I'm going to do, place it under the grill. You just need to be very careful to make sure that they don't burn, as they will colour very quickly. So while the meringue's cooling, we're just going to cut our cake. So take your bread knife and take off the end. Then take a portion as big or as small as you like. Take off the ends and then just take off the bottom. We're just going to dust it with icing sugar and then just place that onto our plate. This is our lemon curd from earlier. It's cooled down and I've placed it into a piping bag. So we're just going to take the end off and pipe that onto our plate. And just to finish it off, some of our candied lemon. So here's my Moscato and olive oil cake, and not only is the Moscato del Rey an ingredient, but it also matches beautifully.